Good morning. Happy Halloween from your pineapple friend, Annie Meehan. I love Halloween. I love dressing up as a princess, as a pineapple, as a flight attendant. I don't know. I just love it all. I like to play dress up, but only happy, positive, friendly, fun costumes. And so I was thinking about today. Um, I was thinking about I wanted to dress up. I wanted to show you that I'm coming back, that I'm going to be happy and healthy and hopeful again, and that I am. And it was a busy weekend. Yesterday, we kind of had some downtime, which was really nice, like the first down couple of hours that we've had in over a month. But today, Greg got up, had a physical. I walked the dogs, and I went to the gym and worked out. I didn't really feel like it because I have a mile-long list of things to do today, and I'm flying out. But I love Halloween because I love spreading joy. I love random acts of kindness. I love dress up. There's so many things about Halloween I love. And actually, it's one of the favorite parties we ever had at our home in Burnsville. And I think it was the first or second year we lived there. So a number of years ago, about 25 so years ago. But so many people came and were creative and fun. And one of our neighbors, at the time they seemed older, they were probably about mine and Greg's age now, but and they've since sadly both passed away, but they dressed up as he dressed up as her and she dressed up as him, or a man and a woman, and they wore masks and nobody knew who they were. Like the whole night, they did not talk the whole night and nobody knew who they were until the end. And they just sat there. And it was kind of creepy because it was like, did we really invite these people? But it was just so fun. Maybe they were older than we are. I don't know. But they just embraced it. Dave and Marty, we sure miss them. But it was just so fun, and people were creative, and people dressed up in all sorts of costumes. And I love that. I love giving out tons of candy. And I remember our first Halloween in Burnsville, we ran out of candy because there was so many kids. And so I was giving out juice boxes and granola bars and toothbrushes and I don't know, anything I could find in the house. And I doubt we'll have trick-or-treaters this year. But a couple things. So today I got some candy. So I got peanut and plain M&Ms. So Greg likes the plain a little better because he's calmer, and I like the nuts a little better because sometimes I can be nuttier. Um, but I'm traveling today, and so I'm going to fill my bag with M&Ms and with pineapple books. And if anyone says anything kind to me, or if I just randomly feel moved, I'm going to give them a book or M&Ms, their choice. And I was thinking today, would you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor? And could you share a treat? And what I mean by that is, yes, pass out candy if you have kids in your neighborhood. But what I'd really love today is tell me who you were a pineapple person to. Tell me a story, a scenario, a situation that you experienced today on this Halloween where you literally stopped your busyness of your mind and of your activity to slow down and literally just look at someone and like really be present with them and listen to them and see them and make them feel valued. And it can be a child or an adult or a coworker or a neighbor. And honestly, it can be yourself. If you tend to live alone and work alone, maybe you look in the mirror and you just really see yourself, see how amazing you are, see how beautiful you are, but also see someone else. Who do you see that you just slow down that you would normally pass by? Maybe it's a mailman. Maybe it's somebody at the office. Maybe it's somebody at the airport, for those of us out traveling. And so I'd love for you to tell me a story about somebody you saw. My second part is I'd love you to tell me about somebody you valued. How do I straighten this? This way? Yeah. Valued. Whose crown did you see? Did you see your own crown? Did you see someone else's crown? Who did you value? Did you value yourself, or did you value someone that maybe it's your spouse or your kids that you naturally take for granted, and you really slowed down and just really valued them? You told them how much you value them. And again, can be yourself. Me going to the gym this morning, I did not want to. I really did not want. I'm tired. My back hurts. The bed I'm sleeping on is so hard that my back is just killing me every day. I need to buy one of those cushy things or something, which I just gave to my oldest. Anyway, who's someone you valued? And by getting up and going to the gym is partially valuing ourselves, but also valuing other people. So there's about 5 people in this little neighborhood that have been super kind to me since I moved here. So my goal, even though I've got a list of things to do, is before I leave to fly out of town, my goal is to go give them each a little treat. There's a woman at a boutique across the street that was just super nice to me when I moved in. There's a woman at our P.O. box that was super kind and helpful. And sometimes it's just like little things. I feel so lost right now that little random acts of kindness to help me is amazing. So who did you value? And then the third story I would love to hear is, who were you kind to? Who were you sweet on the inside and let it come out of your mouth, out of your keyboard? Maybe you wrote a love note. Maybe you wrote a card. Maybe you sent someone a text or an email. Maybe you spoke words directly to a person. So that's what I'm asking for. If you would be willing, if I say trick or treat, if you would give me the treat of sharing stories of who you saw, valued, and were kind to today. And it can be you, it can be somebody else. I see one here. Leanne says, this is a goal every day. I promise to go above and beyond. Thank you so much. That's awesome, Leanne. Thanks for sharing. I'd love to hear the story of who you do share with and who you do encourage and who you're a pineapple person to. And one of my goals this week, because I always have like 30 goals every week, is to go on Shark Tank and to start a movement of pineapple people all over the world. And I have another vision for Fort Myers Beach that I'm working on that hopefully will come into fruition in December. But I always want to go above and beyond. And last night I bought the movie and the series Think and Grow Rich. And I was listening to a couple of the videos last night and working through some of the work. And last night was about decision, desire, and faith. And I was like, I have so much faith. Carol, I wear this everywhere. I want to wear this on the plane, but my daughter said, seriously, I'm not going to pick you up if you wear this on the plane. But should I, Carol? What do you think? I want to wear a pineapple onesie on the plane. It might be kind of warm, but why not, right? And so I just want to start this movement and like help people be intentional. I love random acts of kindness. And this is taking it just one step further to say, let's first see the people. Let's value them, and then let's be kind to them. And so when I watched Think and Grow Rich training last night, which really helps me, it's easy to sit, maybe for all of us, but definitely for me, it's easy to sit and think about what isn't working or what you don't have or feel sorry for yourself or go into this place. But if you're busy, you don't have time to do that very much. And also, if you're thinking about, okay, what good can I do in the world? What can I do to serve another? And so I have rubber pineapple boots. They're in the other room. I was going to hold them up today, but I have these rubber pineapple boots. And Greg was like, why did you bring those out of the condo to come here? And I said, because I'm hoping to get strong enough mentally, emotionally, and physically to be able to go back to Fort Myers Beach and serve people. And those rubber boots go up a little bit. And there's so much glass and debris. And I want to help restore, be part of the cleanup and restoration of Fort Myers Beach, because it's going to be a long journey, but we're invested in it. We're invested in this. And so, yeah, so no more tricks for me. I'm good on tricks, but I would love the treat of hearing how you showed up as a pineapple person today and who you impacted and how you made them feel. Cause it's like amazing. Like I got an email this week, you guys, from a woman named Heidi. I met on a flight prior to Ian. I can't think of where I was going or what. So she was sitting by the window. I was sitting in the aisle. And there was a man in between us that worked for Delta, and he was this young man. And him and I like talked for 2 hours. And he just was like telling me his story and what he does for Delta and what his big vision is and what his family business is. And he lives in Richfield, which is where I bought my first house right now. And he was so sweet. But that woman and I ended up chatting as well. We all three chatted. And she like emailed me this week. And then she's sending me her grandma's recipe for soft oatmeal cookies. And she said it involves a banana, which I love that. But then she's like, hey, I live in Naples and I'm not going to be there from Thanksgiving until late January. So if you need a place to stay, you can come stay at my place. And so kind of her. And hopefully we won't need that, but we might. But I was just thinking, like, one little kindness, one little intentional looking out, valuing people and being kind to them, like opens this door. She sent me the recipe in her grandma's writing. She offered me a place to live. She's from Wayzata, Minnesota, or Buffalo, Minnesota. She has horses. Like we just became instant friends. Like people want to see you, even the people with headphones. They just maybe forgot how to connect or that they felt worthy of being connected. And I think we are such extraordinary beings. And if we are kind to one another, like I literally believe with all of my heart that if I could start this pineapple movement and it could become a national or international experience where people are like, I'm a pineapple person. I'm going to be kind every day. I'm going to see people. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to take the headphones out. I'm going to look up instead of looking down. We could change the world so much better than any politician, than any leader of any organization, like just one person at a time, one little drip at a time. And maybe all of you will go get pineapple onesies and send me videos. I'm okay with that too. That would be super fun. So anyway, thank you. God bless you. Spread treats today. Share those treats with me. Tell me who you loved on. Tell me who you made feel seen and valued. And you encourage and you're kind to. I hope you have a very happy Halloween full of positive treats and maybe a few M&Ms because you got to have a couple treats. I'm drinking coffee. Like my husband laughs at my coffee, he calls it dessert. It's not dessert. It's just got a little vanilla creamer. Why does coffee have to be black when it can be tan? I like my tan coffee with vanilla creamer. It makes me happy. And I've got my B that reminds me to breathe. I was looking for different letters and thinking about what different words, and the B just like jumped off. It was like, don't buy the A, buy the B because you need to breathe. And one of my sweet friend Val said, you are so brave. Oh, and I will tell you another amazing. So I bought that for myself. Another amazing treat I got this week. Look at this. Have you seen this book? It's called The Pineapple Principle. Have you heard of it? I got this in the mail from one of my friends named Joan, who's amazing. She sent me my own book. And last night I was sitting at my desk and I was looking at it, and she wrote me a note in there about valuing myself and what I teach. And she reminded me, wear your crown. I love this, pages 40 through 42. And I was thinking, what an honor to have someone give you your own work, to remind you that you are valued, because you are all valued. And Joan she made me smile. She sent me a card and she sent me my own book in it and said, remember, you wrote this. This is you. Now believe it and live it in the changes and the challenges and the unknown. Believe it. So happy Halloween. Go out and be a treat to somebody. And then please, please share your stories in the comments. I want to hear, who did you see? Who did you value? And who were you kind to? God bless. Peace be with you. Happy Halloween.